So, just to bring you
Top of the morning in beautiful downtown Baltimore.
Hi, top of the morning.
Hi, top of the morning. Good top of the morning to all of you.
Hi, this is Shari Chase from Top of the Morning. We're here today on the beautiful USS Constellation, and we're so happy that you joined in with us. I have a wonderful guest today, and her name is Dr. Letitia Short. I'm sure you'll enjoy and learn from her. Welcome to Top of the Morning in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm Shari Chase. As you can hear, there is a tour going on, and we are just having a delightful day. I am so glad you could tune in and share this morning with me and our guest, Dr. Letitia Short.
Hi, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Sherry. I have a practice along with Dr. Richard Layton. Our practice is in Towson, and we specialize in what's called alternative or complementary medicine. And what it is a combination of conventional or allopathic medicine and complementary medicine or holistic medicine, and we see all types of patients, children and adults, with chronic illnesses, and that's what we focus on.
Can you share with us some of the techniques you use to make people's lives more comfortable and healthier, and about your philosophy that our normal state is to be in a healthy state, and you just bring us back? Thank you.
Certainly. It's important with any patient that you understand the patient actually from the beginning, how they were when they were a baby, their health, and you take them from the time of infancy up to where they're coming to you presenting with a problem. So you really have to look at the person in his entirety or her entirety, and you can assess and make an evaluation as to what is needed, what the patient needs. And what I feel is important is that the patient and the doctor are more partners, and because you spend most of your time with yourself, so I have to give you information so that it helps you to educate yourself about your body so that you can make better choices. And actually it's the patients that are who are well informed, those are the patients that actually do the best.
You do. So now tell me, what type of patient would this be? A person that has arthritis that would come to you, an individual who has a chronic sports injury? What type of patient would be your ideal patient, or would most patients with pain be?
Any condition. It's any chronic condition. It doesn't matter. What's important is that the patient is willing to do the homework that it takes to understand why their bodies are responding the way that the body's responding, because the body has a limited number of functions or responses. So different diseases can actually present in the same way, but what you want to do is get to the underlying problem, why the body is signaling. The body signals, and I try to get patients to understand that.
Now, I understand from our work that we did with you that we look at nutrition, we look at the mental state, there's acupuncture, different types of, I know there's something that you do that's a little bit different that you brought in from another country, so can you let us know a little bit about that, please?
Yes, we perform what's called biopuncture, and biopuncture is a technique that's used both for pain and arthritis, inflammation. It can also be used for treating systemic illnesses, but it's primarily used in Europe, but now it's being used in the United States. And what it uses is ultra low dilutions of plant-based products, and it's almost a combination of acupuncture and homeopathy, basically.
I want to hear more about that. We have to take a break for a moment, so we'll be right back. Please stay with us.
We are are this close.
This close.
to direct more deaths.
This close to making history.
We are this close.
We are this close.
this close.
This close to changing the world. We are this close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease ever again.
We are this close to ending polio.
We are this close to ending polio.
Because we are this close to ending polio.
We are this close to ending polio.
We are this close to ending polio.
This close
All we need is you.
If you.
It's you.
is you.
We are this close. This close.
Be a part of history at rotary.org/endpolio.
We are this close. This close.
Be a part of history at rotary.org/endpolio.
Welcome back to Top of the Morning. I'm Shari Chase, and we're here with our guest, Dr. Letitia Short. We were just discussing how she can make our lives pain-free and more comfortable and make us a healthier person. And Dr. Short, can you sort of give us the prescription of health that you would give to a patient that would come visit you that is suffering from some type of pain or ailment?
I always tell my patients it's important that you document what is going on with your body. The more information you give me, the better we're able to help you. And
as you can hear, that's the cannon going on the USS Constellation. This is so exciting. Oh my gosh, how often did you get to hear something like that?
that was nice.
That was really nice. Obviously, you're in good health. It didn't bother us or anything. So continue on to tell everybody else how we can be so relaxed and deal with all these things around us.
I always have my patients take notes. I have them keep logs because whatever we decide to do to treat you, I need them feedback on whether that particular medication or supplement is helpful or not. Whether the feedback I get is positive or negative, it tells me something about the body's chemistry, and I can go from there based on how your body responds, because everybody's body is different. We're alike in many ways, but chemically, in fact, if I treat with a medication or a supplement, the dose that I give you may be different than someone else because your body is different.
So I guess what you're saying to our guests, or our audience, excuse me, is that really, if you're in chronic pain, you have cancer as an example, don't feel lost. There are options, right?
There are many options,
right? And
absolutely.
So here is a great window of opportunity for us to have a healthier, happier, more fulfilled life.
Absolutely.
You know, to me, it's just wonderful to be able to talk to you here, discussing some of the wonderful alternative medicines that you have to help people in pain, but there's another hat that you wear, and that's helping people with autism. And I'd like you to share with our audience some of the reasons that people are not knowledgeable about autism and how they can become more knowledgeable and helpful, and some of the things that you do to help people.
My mentor, Dr. Richard Layton, has opened the world of autism up to me and all of his patients. Autism is an illness where children are sensitive children, actually. Children who are sensitive to, in my opinion, environmental toxins. And autism, there's no one definition for autism, and it's very important that we try to understand and look at each child individually, because you can't put them in one basket. They're not all the same. And it's important to know that children with autism, it's almost like older adults who have chronic illnesses. These children have a chronic illness, and a lot of their systems are sensitive to multiple toxins, and I don't think we can pinpoint what the cause is, and that, I think that translates also to adults too. We don't know the cause of every illness, and that's how we have to look at these children. But if you look at their chemistry, again, I always go back to the basics, to their chemistry, and through looking at how they respond to the foods they eat. It could be as simple as changing a child's diet. I've seen children who have had difficulty communicating and difficulty sleeping. And if you change their diets, it's amazing to see the changes. So that's why I'm saying alternative medicine, however you want to call it, is we're just opening the door here in the States to using this type of medicine.
I find it so interesting. If you go back to our ancestors, they really did use what we call now alternative medicine. It's just going back to the root of the ground, to the herbs, to what our body is made of and where it should be. Bring it back to its center.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to do. All you're doing is trying to get the chemistry, get the body to be in balance, and that's what you're doing, and letting the brain of the body actually do the normal processing.
So
that's
Dr. Short,
important.
can I ask you a question with this? Why is there not enough knowledge? Was there a short start or a late start on getting involved? Because there's so many autistic people that we see in our community, and I'm sure our audience wants to know what could be done and what is being done.
I think it's a combination of reasons, and I think our world is getting more complicated in terms of the environmental toxicities, as well as we're becoming more informed. So it's a combination of reasons why we're seeing more illnesses. But it's the more information we get, that's the more reporting. And with the internet, I think internet has been key for patients, because you can equip yourself and learn so much from each other. I learn quite a bit from my patients.
You do.
And I think we have to learn from each other, and I think that's how we can move medicine forward in the country, because the parents that come to me are so well informed, and I'm so proud of them, because they're the ones that are carrying the torch and making the health professionals look at this problem as well as others. And I think through working together, we'll find solutions for the individual patient.
So correct me if I'm wrong, I look at my own son, who, as I mentioned before, has autism, and taking gluten and casein out of his life was a major improvement in his behavior. Is that a common occurrence?
It is common. It is very common. And I think even some of my adult patients who come to me with a chronic illness, I've seen many patients who are suffering with Lyme disease, for instance, and I will suggest changes in their diet, and it does make a difference.
You do. So any last thoughts for our viewers that you can help us out and help us have a better life?
Yes, I think what's important is that you look on the internet. I think the internet has a great source of information. I think you need to educate yourself about your illness. Ask questions. Ask your doctor questions, and work in a partnership. And the world of alternative or holistic medicine is broad, and we're just beginning to tap into that source of information. It's amazing.
You know, I'm sure that our viewers would like to know how they could contact you, because they want to be healthy. I surely do. You know, I feel healthy, but I even want to be healthier. And can you let everyone know how to reach you? Give them your phone number, the address of the practice, and a website if possible, because I know you have a very informative website.
Thank you.
Easily navigated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our phone number is 410-337-2707 or 888-337-2707. The practice is in Towson, Maryland, 901 Delaney Valley Road, Delaney Center 2, Suite 101, and that's in Towson, right across from the Towson Mall. And I have a website. It's www.drdrshortmd.com.
Well, I can promise you all, my son was a patient of Dr. Short and Dr. Layton, and I truly can let you know that we've had amazing, caring, and professional and unique care that I would recommend. And you are just a wonderful, wonderful person. I thank you to all the people that you've helped and will help.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Dr. Short. You know, we feel that way.
Thank you.
So thank you for tuning in to Top of the Morning today. This is Shari Chase and Dr. Letitia Short, and we will look forward to seeing you another day. Bye now.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. Did you say everything you wanted to say?
I don't know.
You did.